Restoration, the act of returning something to its former condition, making something new again or better than its current state. You know, as a child, I remember my daddy playing Restoration by the Winans on repeat. My daddy played that song so much that by the age of 9, I knew every word, and I still know it today. Although then, I didn't quite understand the true value of restoration, but I did know that it meant something really good. Restoration, what a blessing. If you were to ask me, did God restore me? The answer is yes. God showed me mercy when I fell from grace, when I searched the world for things that He Himself had already given me. Love, happiness, joy, peace. Somehow, in my mind, I thought the world could give it better. I wandered the world to and fro, hoping to find the impossible in the physical, because in the spiritual, there just wasn't enough for me. While I was lost and wandering around in darkness, God was still loving me. God was still holding me. God was still covering me. You see, when my brother was murdered, I thought that I couldn't go on because, see, my brother wasn't just a sibling to me. He was my best friend. God had to restore me. He had to restore the joy. He had to restore the peace. He had to restore the happiness. God helped me to smile again. The world couldn't give me that. I didn't want it from a place that took Him from me. I didn't want it from a place that couldn't protect Him. I was in a dark place, but God restored me. God restored me to light. He lit a candle and said, "My child, follow me. Come home to me." You see, when my baby boy was shot, not on one occasion, but on 2, God said, "We've been here before, my child. Don't let my hand go. You are my child, and I love you. You will not feel this pain today. Continue to trust me." Then my oldest son was shot, and I sat in the emergency waiting area, not knowing what was going on in trauma. I was not afraid because I trusted God. And when I heard them call Code Blue over the intercom, I was not afraid. I did not let the enemy move me on that day. Not let him get into my head. I knew that they were working on my baby, trying to save him. But I also knew that everything was going to be okay, because God wasn't just trying to save him. I knew that God was going to save him. You see, I wasn't the prodigal son. I was the prodigal daughter. And when I returned home to my God, when I followed the candle back to Him, He didn't care about what I had done. All He cared about was that I was home. He gave me a ring of gold, put me on a robe, and put sandals on my feet. You see, the daughter said to him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your daughter." But the father said to his servants, "Quick, bring the best robe and put it on her. Put a ring on her finger and sandals on her feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this daughter of mine was dead and is alive again. She was lost and is found." So they, the father and the daughter, began to celebrate. Glory be to God. Hallelujah.